Welcome to No Comics Talk, where I, Noah, talk about comic books. Ironically, today we're going to talk about dollar bin digging, and I'm going to show you some of my favorite books that I've found recently for just $1. Pretty much all these books that I found were from my local comic book shop. They have a whole room downstairs that is just everything is $1. Tons and tons of long boxes. It's so fun to go through, and I really like some of the stuff I found. The first book that I found for $1 is All New X-Men #1. I believe this was, Brian Michael Bendis. I'm not sure what year this was, but it is the first appearance of Eva Bell, or Tempest, who is making a reappearance in Jonathan Hickman's House of X as one of the 5 who is resurrecting all of these mutants as part of Xavier's plan. So this book is seeing a little bit of interest, a little bit of spike. No big sales going on yet, but I figured for $1, why not pick this up? First appearance of a newly reintroduced character, of course. Next on our list is Gambit #1. Now, this is not his first appearance. That's in an X-Men title. I can't remember the exact number. It's 260 something like that. But this is his first solo title issue, and it is his origin issue. It's also like holographic and just very, very 90s comic book right here. So I saw this for $1 and I figured why not? Because I believe Gambit is getting his debut in a movie or a series. Something is coming with Gambit, and I know people love Gambit, so I think that they will be interested in any Gambit with a #1 on it. I found all these at 3 different times. These are the X-Men 1 trifold. Well, this one is the trifold gatefold poster. So together these 3 covers complete a picture. They were like collectible in the 90s, and this is like one of the highest selling comic books of all time. This classic Jim Lee X-Men run where Claremont leaves, I think, just a couple issues in. So yeah, I found each of these at separate times for $1 each, and I was like, why not pick these up and kind of complete the set? Next thing that I found in the dollar bins is something that I got a notice from Key Collector Comics, is West Coast Avengers Volume 2, Issue 4. And this is the first appearance of Master Pandemonium. Master Pandemonium is a character who steals the soul of Wanda and I assume Vision's children, and they disappear for decades, and they don't reappear until Young Avengers. Now we're going to get this Wanda and Vision series, so maybe he could show up. Also, there's a lot of speculation going on right now about if the Young Avengers are going to appear in these MCU films and in these Disney Plus shows. A lot of people are leaning towards yes, that's the next phase they're going to take is Young Avengers. Speaking of Young Avengers, I have Young Avengers 6, which I found in a dollar bin. This is the first appearance of Cassie Lang as Stature and the first appearance of Kate Bishop in her Hawkeye costume. This is a book that actually, when I last checked, it was kind of selling for like $15 to $20, and I got this for $1, so cha-ching. But yeah, this is a good spec because they're really heavily leaning towards that Kate Bishop Hawkeye thing. A lot of people are speculating on this. They're getting her first appearance, everything like that. So I think this is a great book to have. I got for $1. So next book is just a fun book that I like. Web of Spider-Man 37. I have a lot of books. I have a lot of Spider-Man books from this era. I have a lot of Web of Spider-Man books from this era. It's a Milgram cover, which I really like that negative space that they were doing with the black costume. They really loved experimenting with that. It's in very bad condition, but it's just for personal like reading and whatever. So fun book to pick up. Personally, my collection consists mostly of Spider-Man, so I love a good Spider-Man book from this era. So great. And speaking of Spider-Man, the next book I found for $1 is Spider-Boy, which is by Amalgam Comics, which is a mixture of DC and Marvel. I love a good little DC Marvel crossover, just because, like, who doesn't love that? It's just so weird and fun, and this just reeks of 90s. We have first appearance of Spider-Boy, mixture of Superboy and Spider-Man, Ben Reilly Spider-Man at the time. We have Bizarnage, which is Bizarro and Carnage, and we have King Lizard, I believe, which is a mixture of King Shark and Lizard. So very silly, very dumb. I was just reading on Key Collector about some of these DC Marvel crossovers, and I just happened upon this in the dollar bin, and I had to get it. Fun little weird book that is very cool for me. I wanted in my collection. So next up we have Marvel's Book 2. This is just a really cool cover, Alex Ross cover, Alex Ross interior art, one of those rare occasions where he does the interior art. Great book. I read the first one recently, so I decided well, when I saw this, I was like, I have to have that. It's so gorgeous, really cool read, and they're making this into a podcast soon. So yeah, it's not in great condition. Most of these books are not in great condition. They were shoved in long boxes, but you know what? For $1, you cannot go wrong. Next up on the list is an interesting one. We have Marvel Age 76. This is not a key issue in any way, except that it has She-Hulk in a swimsuit on the cover. Now, swimsuit covers always hold value. Collectors always want swimsuit covers, and it's She-Hulk. She's a fan favorite. She's about to get her new series. I love She-Hulk. I've loved She-Hulk ever since I was a kid. I thought she was so cool. I have her first appearance on the wall over there. This could spike, I don't know, like once people discover, because there's that swimsuit cover where she looks like Demi Moore, that's valuable, and then there's the one where she's jump roping. So people are interested in these like swimsuit covers of She-Hulk, so I think that this one could have some value, also just kind of cool. And then finally, we have Curse of the Spawn, number 12. Now, why did I get this? This is the first full appearance of Jessica Priest. She kind of appears in the comic books after she was retconned in, after she was used in the movie. And then this is kind of her origin. This is her first full appearance. She was cameoed in the actual Spawn title. This is her first full appearance. Why did I get this? Well, Jessica Priest is going to be the next She-Spawn in issue 302 when that comes out in a couple weeks. So we will probably see some spikes on this book and her appearance in Spawn. So why not get this for $1, you know? Digging in long boxes in general is so fun when you pull out something that you know is worth something, or you know is a key issue, or you've been looking for a while, but especially when it's just $1, how could you turn that away? So it's so fun to go dollar bin diving and digging, and I know I will do it more in the future. If you want to see more in the future, just consider subscribing, like this video if you liked it, and comment if you have anything to say. Tell me some cool things you found in the dollar bin, tell me some things you're looking for, and yeah, I will see you next time. I need an outro or something. I don't know. Didn't think about that part. Bye!